Every time I mention to students or colleague that I did my postdoc with Richard Morris, I always get the same reaction. Wow, the Richard Morris of the Morris Water Maze. And it always with great pride that I answer, yes, indeed. Today, my career would never have become what it is without this experience by your side. The relevance and originality of your scientific question, your rigor in experimental design and control, and your teaching on how to build a successful scientific story, such as ski mastery.
Hello, Richard. We had a couple of grants together, HFSP, which were very enjoyable. And we sat on many committees, we wrote papers together. And for me, the most important thing that you have been is that you have been a really wonderful scientific friend and friend also otherwise with all the things that we did together.
Richard taught me that great science comes from curiosity, careful thinking, and persistence. He was hands-on, thoughtful, and genuinely excited by good ideas and well-designed experiments. That left a lasting impression on me and influenced the kind of lab I wanted to build myself.
Ever since we first met over 50 years ago, you have been a good friend and a colleague, and I remember with considerable fondness the many times we spent together. We published a few things together. We've talked about innumerable experiments, some of which your lab actually carried out, some of which never saw the light of day, probably a good thing. And over your career, you've shed light on many critical issues, a legacy you should be very proud of.
I really learned a lot about the study of hippocampal memory mechanisms while working with Richard and his team. What also really stayed with me was Richard's general approach to science. His emphasis on carefully reading the literature and thinking deeply to come up with clear hypotheses and with powerful experimental designs to test these hypotheses.
We both remember about you is your wonderful facility for condensing complicated topics into easy English so that everybody can understand them. And I think what reminds us of the Hippocampus Book, which we've both been working on, all three of us in fact, for the last 100 years, it seems.
Yeah. The greatest moment in my scientific career was when Tim, you and I shared the Brain Prize. We spent a few days together in Copenhagen, and that was just a wonderful time.
Your lab is where I learned behavior. I learned how to do experiments. I learned experimental design. And this has shaped totally my own future. I also want to emphasize our personal relationship. So since the beginning, we have not only talked science, we have spent time together talking about life, how to make important choices, and we have had a lot of fun together.
As I'm sure you'll know, Richard brings a clarity and precision to his work that has certainly influenced my thinking, and I'm sure it's influenced many other people too. That clarity is what turned a series of experimental observations and some bold hunches into the conceptual framework that now shapes how we all think about memory formation.
I really just wanted to express my appreciation for your contributions, not only in experimental neuroscience, which of course are immense, but also laying out these wonderful agendas of intellect that allow people to, who, like me, who came to the field from physics and really wanted to see how we could break down complex problems into parts, that such ways of thinking were really quite feasible, even as in a complex field like, the hippocampus and memory.
Thank you so much for everything you pass on to us. You change our life. I wish you a truly wonderful retire.
It's been a privilege to work with you over all these years, and I wish you the very best for the future.
Wish you all the best from the bottom of my heart and hope to see you again soon.
Thanks for this, Richard, and I wish you a great retirement.
Best regards, Edward.
Lots of love, Richard. Bye.
Yes, Richard.
Your influence extends far beyond your discoveries. It lives on through the many people you have trained and inspired. Congratulations on your retirement.